It's Fernando Ruiz Art.
Hi everybody, and welcome to part 3 of Incredibelle. And I know it's been a while, but it's been a busy week. It's been a busy week for me. But I wanted to get in and finish up this Incredibelle drawing while the Pixie Trix Comix Kickstarter is still going. And it still is going. It's got 6 days left. So if you haven't gone in and helped them out, I very much recommend check out their campaign and see what they're offering, and help them out if you can. The really good news is the Incredibelle special has been funded. The Incredibelle special, and I'm talking like everybody's been with me these past couple of videos, but if this is your first one in the Incredibelle series, let me just say Incredibelle is a character being published by Pixie Trix Comix, the talented Gisele Lagace's Pixie Trix Comix. And Pixie Trix, they do a lot of web comics, but they also do a number of print specials that they make available around their Kickstarters. And right now Pixie Trix has a Kickstarter going on, and they're funding a number of projects, one of which is a special featuring this character that I'm drawing right now, that I'm coloring right now, Incredibelle. And I will be drawing the Incredibelle special, so I hope everyone will check it out and give Incredibelle a shot. She's a fun character to draw. If you like Supergirl, say a slightly sexier Supergirl, Incredibelle is for you. Now, in my last couple of videos, I've been drawing, I've penciled and inked Incredibelle over here. And in this one, I'm using my Copic markers to color her. And I'm going to be jumping around, trying to do as much of her as I possibly can. I don't know if I'll be able to finish her all in one shot. But I do want to try a number of different things just to show you guys some different techniques that I use. And of course, I have my Incredibelle reference handy. And this is the Nightingale special from last year that Pixie Trix put out last year, drawn by the talented Gisele Lagace. So I'm going by that in order to add the colors to Incredibelle, and using my Copic markers. And Incredibelle, as we saw, has kind of orangey blonde hair. So what I'm doing is I'm going in. This is a cadmium yellow, and I've also got a golden yellow, which is a little bit orangier. So that heats it up a little bit more. And I'm whipping my strokes here, the strands, just to give it more of a yellowish, or more of a hairy sort of texture. And as always, I'm leaving plenty of white showing for highlights. I might actually want to go in with maybe a little bit of orange itself, just to heat up some of this hair a little bit more. Some of it is pretty orangey. Now she also has her logo, the symbols are largely yellow. So to get a kind of a reflected yellow, and I started to do this in the clasps on her cape, I'm going in with a pale sepia, which is kind of a yellowish, very light brown. She also has a little bit of gold trim here and there in her costume, and I want to hit up that gold trim and on her belt as well. And then what I want to do is go back in with that cadmium yellow, and hopefully this will make her symbols a little shinier, and the trim too, and the clasps. And as always, I'm leaving some white as a highlight. Lately what I've been doing is when I feel like I need more of a highlight, I've been going in with a little white colored pencil or white charcoal pencil and re-adding my highlights that way, and it gives me a nice effect. I'm happy with it. Sometimes as you go, sometimes you fail to hold back, and what happens is you end up killing your highlights. So I've started with some of her flesh tones. I didn't do all of her flesh tones. Kept it pretty light. I'm gonna go in now with the Copic flesh tone, which is kind of an orangey pink. And I'm gonna use this to kind of heat up a few spots on her face, like her cheeks, her chin, the chest area here, down the arm. And then what I do is I go in and I use my E00, which is they call Skin White, but I believe they've changed the name of that. I think we've talked about that before. Copic likes to change the names of their colors every now and then, I guess for various reasons. So sometimes it's a lot easier to go by the numbers than it is the names. So this was E00. And this is the lightest of the skin tones that I have. I think it might be the lightest that they make, but I'm not 100% sure of that. But because it is so light, this one, this is a good one to use as sort of a universal blender. This is my light suntan, which is kind of a nice dark skin tone to have. So I'm going down on and doing these parts of her legs, which is all bare skin, and the skirt, which is lifting up, is going to leave a little bit of a shadow up there, so I'm going to go in and put that in. And then what I want to do is go in with my E02, which is not quite my lightest skin tone, but it's fairly light. I'm going to go in and I'm going to blend it with that light suntan that I just put down. Maybe go back up here to the arms and darken some of this. Always remember, this stuff does dry lighter than how you're putting it down. So sometimes it's a little hard to judge things when you're putting it down, when you're adding these colors. I'm gonna go into and do a little bit on her skirt. And for her skirt, I'm using cadmium red, which is kind of a basic red. And what I want to do is look for like the high points in her skirt. She has kind of a little bit of a pleated skirt happening here. So there's going to be darker parts of her skirt, and then there's going to be lighter parts. So what I'm doing is I'm going into wherever it's darker. I'm going to go in with some dark red to make it darker still. Actually, I'm going to go in with some dark red up here in some of the deep folds of her cape, and maybe the underside of her cape here, and where it's folding and billowing in. How are we doing on time? Oh boy, we're running out of time. The clock will most likely grab us. I do want to say follow me on social media, all across social media, and you'll be able to see the finished Incredibelle. Hopefully I'll be able to finish her very soon, if not tonight, because I want to get her up there while the campaign is still going. And like I said, the campaign is in its final 6 days. So, and even though Incredibelle is fortunately funded, there's always a lot more stuff we could be doing. So go in there, help out Pixie Trix, help out Incredibelle, and see what else we can get going. Maybe we could get some other specials funded as well. Okay, let's see. Doing the outside of this cape. You know, I want to go into some of the white areas. So I think rendering white is kind of a special art. So Incredibelle here has this white area down the front of her costume, and I'm going in. Of course, I don't want to just leave it plain white, so I'm going in with my cool gray number 3, which is my next to lightest white, and I'm going in and I'm putting in some folds, and then going in, doing the underside of the swell of her breasts. And then I want to go in with my cool gray number 1, and I want to bring that up into where it is totally white, totally white. And I want to go in and soften some of that hard gray that I put down. So the end result is going to be a white area, but not totally white, so it doesn't look flat. What I may want to do to the underside of her breast, just to make it look more like it's reflecting some of the light around it, is going with a little light blue. A little light blue there, and it'll look like she's reflecting stuff around her. And that's how I would leave that. She also has her gloves. Her gloves are also white with the gold trim, so I'm going to go in and kind of do the same thing there. This is my cool gray number 3, and yeah, that's good. You know what, while I'm there, I'm going to go in with my golden yellow, and I'm going to hit up the gold bands. So she's got some gold bands here too. Just hit that up. Going with a little pale sepia just to give that little extra dark accent. And then go in with the cadmium yellow to soften it and make it look nice and gold and shiny. So there's a lot more, of course, that needs to be done. We didn't even get into her blues, the blue areas of her costume, but the clock is grabbing us. So I'm going to leave her here. And once again, check out the Pixie Trix Comix campaign. Follow me on social media. If you like the video, click like, share, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And as always, thanks for tuning in, and keep drawing, everybody. Keep drawing. Bye-bye, everybody. See you next time.